Hi, and welcome back to our learning of Mishnah on Shabbat. We are starting a new chapter, chapter 12. So we'll look at Aleph and Bet of 12, and we're looking at different malachot here. We're moving on from the carrying that we were looking at in the previous chapter. Okay, Aleph. Habone kama yivne v'hei chayav. One who builds, how much must he build to be liable? So in order to be liable for capital punishment for if it's a willful sin, or to be liable for a sin offering if it was inadvertent. Habone kolshehu v'hamsatet v'hamake b'fatish uv'ma'atzad hakodeach kolshehu chayav. One who builds any amount, one who chisels a stone, strikes something with a hammer or with some kind of axe or sledgehammer, one who drills a hole, any amount is liable. Ze'aklal. So here's the general principle, the rule that we have that speaks to all these cases. Kol ha'osei malacha malachto mitkayemet b'Shabbat chayav. This is the rule. Anyone who does a work and his work endures, it's lasting, it has some kind of lasting impact that makes the thing usable for something in a way that it wasn't previously, something like that. In any other case like that, on Shabbat, that person would be liable. Rabbi Shimon ben Gamliel Omer, af hamake bekurnas al hasadan bishat melacha chayav mipnei shehu kemitaken melacha. Rabbi Shimon ben Gamliel says also one who strikes with a hammer on the anvil, strikes the hammer on the anvil while working is liable, since this is like he's one who improves the work. So like let's say someone is a blacksmith is liable. Okay, so this is anything that comes to improve the either the tree or the ground. That would make one liable as well. So this we're moving on to a different malacha here. Hamalaket eitzim im letaken kolshu im lehasek kedei levashel beitza kala. One who gathers the wood. So now it's not pruning, but gathering. Perhaps it's already on the floor, or to actually take the wood, not to benefit the tree or the land. If his intent is to make an improvement, then it would be liable for any amount, like we said, with anything that resembles sewing or pruning or anything like that. If his intent is for kindling, so now he wants to actually use the wood itself, he's liable for an amount of wood required to cook an egg that cooks easily. So meaning it has to be the smallest amount that is usable for something productive that could accomplish something that you want to do. So what's the smallest amount to cook something? An easily cooked egg is the example the Mishnah gives. Okay, hamlaket asavim im letaken kolshu im livhema kimlo fi hagdi. So very similar here. One who gathers grasses, if his intent is to make an improvement, so you're trying to improve the quality of the soil by removing certain things, then any amount would be liable, because that's like reaping or sowing or plowing, but if it's to feed an animal, to give to an animal as feed, it has to be the amount for the mouthful of a kid. So that would mean that's the smallest amount that's usable, that has some kind of purpose of feeding an animal. So this is a very small animal and just one mouthful, so it has to be the smallest amount that has some kind of practical use for feeding an animal. Okay, we'll stop there, and we'll continue with Gimel next time. Thank you everyone for joining. Bye.